Hi guys, very good evening. Welcome to the sixth episode. And today we are going to talk about what are all the essentials.
Hi.
We are going to hi Ratnakar. Hi, and we are going to talk about what are all the essentials to start our own venture. And this is one of the common queries that we are all getting from the students. And today so we brought one of the most prominent guests and who's been mentoring so many startups with respect to fundraising and also to starting their own ventures. And I'm going to introduce the guest in the next 1 minute. And so the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes we are going to have very good interactive sessions, guys. Interactive Q&A session with the speaker. And the first half an hour of the session, the speaker is going to give us the case studies, and we'll just wait for 1 more minute so that everyone is going to join this session. And we are live now. Hi guys, very good evening everyone. Once again, welcome for the webisode session. And Ratnakar, hello, very good evening. Welcome to the webisode session of Metamorphosis. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we have more than plus. I think Ratnakar, there is some disturbance. Yeah. So today we have more than 300 plus viewers for our session today, and everyone is very much curious to know about how do they start their own venture. And the most common query that most of the students are having is, even though they are less than 18 years of age, how do they start their ventures even if at all they are a minor? So that is one question that we all have. And also we have a lot of parents joining the session, school principals, a lot of startup enthusiasts, people who are very much interested to set up the startups. And we have a lot of college students also willing to know, how to start their own venture. So I welcome you, and let us begin the session. So to introduce about Ratnakar, he was regional head of ICICI Bank, and he served as AGM Corporate Finance for Prodifix, and he was a partner at S. Ramesh Babu, the Chartered Accountancy firm, and currently he is serving as an investment director of Hyderabad Angels, where he closely worked with a lot of startups in the process of fundraising and also to scale the startups to the next level. And we're also very proud that we have been funded. Metamorphosis has been funded by Hyderabad Angels, and Ratnakar has played a very crucial role in nurturing our company and taking to the next level. So, Ratnakar, hi again, welcome. Can you hear us? You are on mute. Yes.
No. Hi, everybody, and good evening to all of you. I think there are good number of students and principals are there. I think I am little bit nervous how students will take my session, because generally I address a lot of people who have been matured more than 30 years of age, and we discuss a lot of things. For students, if I am missing any particular thing, please don't worry. Raise your point at the end of the session and ask your questions. Any doubts are there, please note it down by taking in the book, write it over there. It will be very, very useful. Yeah. So taking this cue, essentials for starting your own venture. It's very interesting topic to have. I think if you look into any large company in India, I think Reliance Industries, I think a lot of people know how Dhirubhai Ambani started his journey. So he went to Israel, he worked there in oil farms, he understood what really happens. He came back to India, started his own oil refinery unit, then moved into textiles. Today, you know what his son Mukesh Ambani has done in terms of share value, and it is one of the largest market capital company in India with $150 billion valuation. Yeah. So the journey, please understand, a lot of people, the journey of an entrepreneur at least 2 to 3 decades. It will not happen over time. If anything happens over time, it's only a stepping stone and early mover advantage, which I clearly say it is a stepping stone and early mover advantage. And second thing you guys need to observe is in business, ups and downs. Sometimes you will see a good scenario, sometimes you see a bad scenario. But how do you sustain in that business is very, very important. Keep this in mind. This is very, very important. Example, what happened is the Redbus founder, Fanish Sharma, as one time came to Hyderabad Angels and he was addressing the startups. So how a startup or a business need to be seen, he given as an example. The example what he took is a swimming pool where list of swimmers are there who they need to do 50 lapses. You know, in swimming pool going from one end to another end, they need to do the 50 lapses. So they selected around 50 odd companies, 50 odd students who can do the 50 lapses in that swimming pool. For first 5 minutes, all the 50 people are jumping, they are doing with all the energy, and 5 lapses has been done comfortably well. The next 5 lapses, the pain on the body started coming to many students. Some of them are able to bear, some of them not able to bear. So there are few people who left out. Another 55, another 5, another 5, another 5, another 5. As we are keeping on moving, the body pain, you know, doing 50 lapses on a swimming pool without break, understand, without break. It will create a lot of pain, energy. But at the end of the day, there is only one guy who completed 50 laps, taking all the well motivation and did that. When he came out, what is that? Because everybody started with the same passion. Everybody also trained to some extent. They know swimming, but why not all the 50 guys are able to do the 50 laps on the swimming pool? And then 50th guy came, they asked, what is your secret sauce of this completing 50 lapses? He clearly said, patience. And clearly looking for gold. He was not looking at the pains, what he's undergoing. He is not even bothered about thinking, I need to do another 35 lapses. He's not even bothered to look into other people, what they are doing. He's only focusing on his goal of completing 50 lapses. So what is the lesson? The lesson is people should focus on the goal. What is that you wanted to achieve? Understood? I hope guys you are understood. It is the goal what you wanted to achieve. But if you start looking at your own body, if you start looking at people besides you, you will see a lot of discouragement. You also feel that a lot of other people are not doing, I am also okay, I will also drop out from the scenario. All this will come in play. All this will come in play. That's where not many are successful as an entrepreneurs in the short journey. Entrepreneurship is a big game, it is a tough game, and you need to lose a lot of things. I'll also give you one more example, which is from Ramayana, because I am listening to a lot of Ramayana speeches recently. They said when Lord Hanuman with other members started journey from Kishkinda to search for Sita, it's a very interesting journey for a lot of people. When they were looking out for Sita, they came with many obstacles. And before reaching the seashore, they gone into a hole. In that hole, there were a lot of good things are there. They have fruits, they have vegetables. They're enjoying a lot. They don't know how the time passed by. By the time they came out, all the people know that Sugriva, the king of Kishkinda, has given a target within 1 month. They need to either search Sita or they need to come back and give information. They completed 1 month. And everybody wanted to do Pravyavasa because they know if they go back, they get died before Sugriva, or they need to do Pravyavasa, or the third option is go back into the hole and enjoy the life. So everybody is choosing the third option. But the Lord Hanuman said, the one word what he said, if Sita is searched and find out, Even if we are getting delayed, we can move ahead. That inspired people. They went ahead, and when Hanuman was trying to cross, initially there is one big rock has come up. I forgot the name. He has offered a lot of good things to Hanuman. Hanuman said, "No, no, I need to go to watch for Sita." He went. Then one Rakshasa has come and he killed her, because that is the obstacle which you need to go through. And when he landed Lanka, there is a Lankeshwari. She also came in creating an obstacle. So you can understand Lord Rama's example of searching for Sita at the end of the goal. He never deviated from his goal, irrespective of whatever happened in and around him. His only goal to go and search for Sita. The same way, for our business to be successful, we need to be very clear in the goal. Please be aware that we will undergo pain. We'll also have good time. This need to be considered. Be positive, keep your patience, keep your faith, and keep moving. For some people, success will come in 5 years. For some people, success will come in 10 years. For some people, huge success will come after 2 decades. I've seen many promoters, they've seen huge success after spending 20 years. People are saying, don't get success early. If you get success early, you really don't know what to do after that. Guys, you understood? But I'm not denying getting success early, keep going with the new goals is very, very, very important. So good, looking into the recent success of the startups, I think, I don't know how many people, children, students, and parents are watching it. Baiju, although I know it is a competitor for Metamorphosis, they become a unicorn. They fail. A company becoming a unicorn is a big success in startup ecosystem. We have Flipkart, which has been successfully become a unicorn, created a $21 billion valuation company acquired by Walmart. This has been done in a span of 10 years, guys. This has been done in a span of 10 years. So, you know, Sachin Bansal, the founder of Flipkart, now came out. He is investing in various startups. Nurturing is a peaceful life, actually. So, there are successful stories. Nobody speaks about pain of losses. Please understand, there are many companies are nurturing their dream, but they are not able to move forward because, as I said in swimming, for example, a lot of people after doing initial lapses of 5, then they started pinning. A lot of people are just closing down companies. They are happy to go back to job or stay back at home and try something different. So this is the reason the failures are many, success are few. Keep this in mind, keep this in mind before starting your own venture. Are you guys ready to take a long game or not? Yes, I am ready for taking a long game. That is the essence which I would like to start. What are the essentials to start your own ventures? The patience, vision is clearly needed. And please be aware, hurdles and happiness, both will be part of your success story. You will not see only happiness throughout the life. You will not see hurdles throughout your life. Both will come hand in hand, and hurdles will help you to become stronger day by day, and happiness keep you motivating to move forward step by step. Understood, guys? I'm just holding it so that you can observe for 2 minutes what I told.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going ahead, coming back, the key thing, how do you see a company to be started? A lot of people will have, what company I need to start? What is that I need to watch out? Is the question I think most of the people will have, and whether my idea has been copied by somebody else. A lot of doubts people will have, what really is the scenario. At Hyderabad Angels, because this is the one key thing which we built in last 1 year when I joined it. We build a 5-point formula. I'll try to share this information with you guys through Pawan. There is a 5-point formula on which we are looking at prospective startups. What is this 5-point formula? One is, are you solving a real problem? Please note down, are you solving a real problem? The problem can be anything. For example, I'm just giving you for your ease of understanding. In IIT Hyderabad, one of the student thought when lecturers walks into the room, he calls roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3 is what he was talking. If my lecturer don't need to call out, can he just, while walking in itself, you know how many students are there, can he do the attendance easily? He created a small app installed on all the students' mobile and also on the lecture. So what happens is when lectures enters, automatically the phones which are in the premises with students, it will capture the attendance. Right? That is one of the problem he solved. It is only for fun. Another company like Flipkart. Flipkart leave aside, let us come to Swiggy. I think a lot of people know about Swiggy. What is Swiggy is trying to solve the problem? Previously, when your father or mother wanted to go out for food or people wanted to have food at home, I used to go for my children at around 10 years back. When I wanted to get a food, my mom or my wife used to say, get 2 plates of idli, so it will not come home. So what I used to do, go take a vehicle, go to nearby restaurant, stay there, order there, pick up the food and come back to home and hand it over to my children. The time what I am wasting here, they thought, why don't we do the delivery? If this guy goes on a scooter and comes back, for him the cost is 10 rupees. If I give only at 3 rupees and delivery is happening in less than the time what this man need to go and come back using an app, it will solve the problem. Guys, right? This problem has made Swiggy a unicorn in India, allowing him to give 1 lakh employees directly, and indirectly it is helping many restaurants who are not able to reach out to many customers previously, because previously it is only customer walk-in. Now they can reach out to customers who are outside their purview also, telling about their taste and other things. That's a problem which they solved. Okay? Any problem, whatever you see on the ground, it can be solvable. Yes, please pick up that problem. So one of the key thing and one of the key point is solving a real problem. The second thing what we look at, the point number 2 is, does this problem is there for the large people? A problem cannot be there only for few people. A problem cannot be there only for few instances. The problem is large enough because you guys are solving it and there is appreciation and people wanted to buy. Correct, no? Today, if you see into the OTT platforms like Amazon Prime, Netflix came around 10 years back or 15 years back, or YouTube game. The problem is they wanted to see the video content. Does this video will be seen by large number of people? Yes. Correct, no? That's where we wanted to see the reach is very large. We don't want to see the reach is only limited to very few. We've seen few startups which are coming to us with certain problems. For example, recently we've seen a company which came with a logistics solution, saying that they will solve a problem in a manufacturing space. One of the question our people asked, Ratnagar, how many manufacturing units are there and how much percentage of that problem is there and does this problem will add? When we looked into the market research and looked into the problem he's solving and looked into the price point, what we are saying, in this lifetime in India, even if he reaches all the manufacturing units, the maximum revenue we can make is only 10 crores. You guys understood? Then we said this is not a problem which we need to solve. We don't want to take up this problem. Why we said is for investors, they wanted to see a larger acceptance of the people. But for startups like you can solve a small problem, it is still good. For that, funding may not come. This is the second thing which we observe. I hope you guys are noting down. You're solving a real problem. Does it has large customer base? Third thing is we call it as perennial. What is perennial? I'll give you with a simple example. How many know Coffee Day? I think a lot of people heard about Coffee Day. They go there, they will have coffee, sit over there. So what is your first impression about Coffee Day? The first impression about Coffee Day is very simple. I go to that place, have a coffee. So then the Coffee Day has a problem. How many times a people will have a coffee? 3 times a day or 4 times a day? What happens to rest of the people? So they brought a breakfast items. They brought snacks in the evening. They started selling cookies. They started selling sandwiches. They even started offering lunch with the small packs to the people. They started increasing their offerings to the same customer base who needs this. That's where we see the existing solution should not get accustomed only to one particular problem, but it should also cater other things where the revenue after a certain period will go up. So what we understood in startup space is to some extent revenue will go like this, if you guys observe. After that, it will become like this. So to keep the revenue moving like this, we need to add more offerings to that and increase it. Example, Big Basket initially came only for food delivery. Now they are doing a lot more things. Amazon came, they were only selling mobiles. Now they were everywhere, whether it is a white school. That's how we also look for different offerings which we can bring on the table. I hope guys you have noted down. Solving a real problem, having a large customer base, it is perennial. It can grow exponentially with the same customer base. The fourth thing what we look is technology. Guys, it is the technology. Sitting in 2020, I don't know how many people have watched a recent consumer electronics show in US. They generally do in California every year in the month of October, November. Please search on the website. Samsung came with live robots. Okay. And today, anything and everything we are doing on the mobile. I hope guys you're agreeing. We have laptops, we have mobile. And COVID, that is Corona today, is insisting us to be virtual. So because of technology, we were able to do virtually things. Because of the virtual things, I think as Pawan said, there are more than 125 people who have joined into the webinar. If all this 125 people need to travel from different location to one location, there is a petrol expense, there is a prior planning by mother and father, there is a lot of time consumption, which is just going in travel. All that has been saved. I think you guys will agree. All that has been saved. Even a hall to be booked, a snacks to be given, a chairs had to be booked, lot of headache which previously people used to take, all that is gone. All this is possible because of technology. So the startup should have technology. That doesn't mean we neglect consumer business, which is in foods. We also call it food business as a food tech business. Without technology, we don't want food to be delivered. I hope you guys are understood. That's where ready to eat foods are coming. That's where Swiggy is surviving, Zomato is surviving, a lot of things are surviving in the food industry. Otherwise, regular cooking of food, regular selling of pulses is no more a business today. Guys, I hope you got it. The first point is solving a real problem. Second point is high customer base. Third point is perennial. Fourth point is technology. And final point is first mover advantage. Guys, how do you know you have the first mover advantage? The first mover advantage you will know today thanks to Google. You can search anything and everything on the Google, which was not the case around two decades back. At least in 1999, the searches what we used to do, we don't have so much of database. Today the database is humongous. So any idea you guys are getting, any idea, any problem which you are trying to solve, you need to go and search in Google. Does anybody has done this activity prior to me? Got it? If you search, you know, not many people have tried, or nobody tried, or somebody tried in US, they have not tried in India. Note it down. That is a problem you guys need to solve. That's why we say it as first mover advantage. I hope you guys got it. It is the first one. The 5-part agenda which HA we look, Hyderabad Angels is solving a real problem, having large customer base. It should be perennial. That is, it can grow exponentially. Technology is the 4th one. And finally, we look for first mover advantage. Here, market research is very, very important. I hope a lot of people understood as written in the books. I'm holding it here for 2 minutes for you guys to observe. Thank you guys. I'm just moving into my third phase, which I'm discussing is a lot of people from Pawan said that they're asking how to start your own company. So I explained about our vision. So what the first thing which I say, again, please note it down if possible. Identify a problem and bring your vision over there. A person who has vision, a person who has passion, and person who is trying to solve a problem will win. So you need to have clear vision. The first example which I given about Fanish Murthy, that doing 50 lapses, reaching the ultimate goal. You all guys need to write your vision statement. I hope you guys understood. You all guys need to write your vision statement. Very, very important when you start your company. For example, my son has a vision to travel in space. For example, he wanted to travel in space. What is that he need to do? He need to prepare himself from today. What kind of activities, what kind of studies, what kind of universities, what kind of examinations he need to undergo. And once he does all these activities, reach step by step growth, he need to look for either joining NASA today or joining ISRO. Tomorrow, I think there are more and more private players are going to come. Recently, Government of India has allowed to have private players to launch rockets and satellites. This is a good news. This is a good news for all of us. But we don't know on future who will come. So, but you should look for this kind of companies which are going to help them to get into space. So you need to reach out. What are the types of skill sets they are looking, and you need to build step by step. I hope parents like us has a responsibility to give him the right kind of material, right kind of support. And good thing happening in today's world is all the parents are supporting the children to meet their vision. The parents which are prior, this is 2 decades back. If my father is a chartered accountant, they look for his son to become a chartered accountant. If my father is a doctor, he wanted his son to be a doctor. Today, parents are very, very open, guys. I think you guys are lucky. They are very open to meet your vision, what you wanted to do. So write down your vision very clearly. Once you write down the vision, the second thing you need to do is research. What I said is market research is very, very important. Please start doing research. What kind of things are happening? What is happening in the market? Are there the right product or fitment for the problem or for a business? What you guys are willing to start? once you did your market research, so I'm just trying to stress a little bit more in market research is, if somebody wanted to start a supermarket, you all guys know there are many supermarkets in the market. We also seen in Metamorphosis, one of the students started sanitary patch, saying that bio patch. There are already existing sanitary patch available in the market, but they came with something unique proposition called bio patch, and that has become a good hit. They are becoming a replacement. For that, they did the market research. They know what exactly the right fitment, how bringing bio patch will change. They brought it over there. Same thing with somebody has started with handcraft material. I think they also did the market research. Keep that in mind. After doing this, both the potentials, the third thing is the business model. The business model is we have sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, private limited, and public limited. I think a lot of people have doubts who to start sole proprietorship, who can start partnership, who can start LLP, private limited, and public. I'll give you an example. Sole proprietorship is individually you wanted to run your own and you wanted to be your boss. You can do it. It is called sole proprietor. If two people of like-minded, I think most of the guys are starting with two friends. If two friends are starting a business, they both wanted to run. They have three options. Either you can start a partnership, you can start a limited liability partnership, or a private limited company. What is this partnership, LLP, and private limited? I think some of them, please listen to me. Partnership, if two people are starting a partnership with simple documentation, if any of the transaction happening in that entity and any liability ante in Telugulo appu and Hindilo it is, I'm not able to tell anything, but the liability on that company will also fall on the partners. So there were a lot of people asked how I can reduce my liability. That's where they brought a concept called limited liability partnership. So in limited liability partnership, the liability of both the partners will be limited to the extent of capital they brought into the system. That's where the limited liability partnership came in based on the request of many stakeholders who went to government, and LLP came into being only in this decade. Prior to this decade, there is no limited liability partnership. The third thing is you wanted to have a corporate structure, that is issuance of shares. I think a lot of people are asking shares. If the number of people you wanted to join your company is more than 50, okay, more than 20, more than 50, you can form a private limited company. You can start issuing shares. That's why you see Reliance and other people are called as public limited company. A company like Metamorphosis, which is not listed, they are called as private limited companies. For starting partnership, LLP, private limited, sole proprietorship, you need to follow law of the land. So what is law of land in India? In India, they said no child who is up to age of 18 years is eligible to enter into any contract. No child who is less than 18 years of age is eligible to enter into any contract. Since they cannot enter into any contract, they cannot get into sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, or a private limited company. Then you all guys will come back. Sir, we are students. We have good ideas. We wanted to start companies. Okay. You guys can start a company. As a shareholder, you can hold the shares, but you will have a guardian. You understood? The guardian can be father or mother. You can decide. And still you can run the show. But technically, you are not authorized to sign checkbooks, not authorized to sign any agreements. Nothing has been given. The people will ask, sir, why? Because up to 18 years, a lot of people don't know what is contract act, what is the paper they are signing, what really happens to them, something goes wrong. government wanted to protect these people because people don't want to get cheated. And children are very, very important to the society. Their interests need to be protected. That's why they say they cannot enter into any contracts. But you can still start company, partnership, proprietorship with father or mother as your guardians. You are the partners, but they are the guardians. They have the authority to sign any agreement, any checkbook, and other things. Got it, guys? This is one thing you need to observe. So you can choose any kind of business model. What is that? You can start a sole proprietorship. You want it to run on your own. You want two of your friends to join. You can have a partnership. You can add a limited liability partnership, or you can start a private limited company. There is no objection at all. One of the key ingredient is picking a right team. Most of the businesses are successful if like-minded friends join and drive it. If like-minded people are not joining and driving it, we personally seen in my last 2 decades of experience, failures are very, very high. So guys, when you're choosing your partner, when you're choosing your co-founder, when you're choosing your friend, what is that we commonly observe is whether both of our interests are same, then only we become good friends to each other. So picking a right team for a startup to succeed is very, very important. Got it now? So I've spoken about 4 things. You should have vision statement. You should do your market research for the problem, for a business, what you're trying to set up in. Then you need to choose what kind of entity you wanted to do, sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, private limited company, and choosing a right team. I'm just holding it for 2 minutes here because I am going to close in another 5 minutes. I hope you guys are observing it. Then what are the other things we need to see is there are few licenses which we need to take from government to start any business. Guys, please understand, nobody can start a business as is. You need to obtain license. A lot of people in India doesn't know what kind of licenses they need to obtain. Please reach out to your chartered accountants or to your lawyers. They will guide you. Please take care of that. Without license, if you're doing, tomorrow there can be penalties. The second thing you can see is create a good logo which will create a brand. Today Metamorphosis, I think all you guys seen, or a period of last 3 years, they changed the logo, they changed the design color, they changed the font. So the brand is getting more and more visible to the people. So brand is, creation of logo and brand card is important. And another key thing which is needed is launching your website. If you don't have website, I think a lot of people don't understand what your startup is. The information flow about your startup will only happen through the website. So creation of website is very, very important. In some of the Metamorphosis students in the past, the startups, what they created a website. Wonderful. They also given the visibility statement. I think there are a good number of views are there. Please do it. It will bring a lot of visibility. Today's social media website is very, very important. Got it now? I'm just giving you the right things. What are the things you will do? Licensing for your business, creating a logo, which will create your brand in long-term period. Creating a website is the third thing which you need to do. And you start your business, go ahead. Whether you're creating a problem, solving a problem, creating a product, creating a service, anything you guys can do it. But information is very, 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 very important. Yeah. And before I go to the final thing, this is just to give you the stats of the startup ecosystem. In 2019, in a calendar year, India has more than 3,500 startups registered in India. Guys. And US has 6,700 startups, and China has more than 2,000 startups. So India, you can understand, India as a country is going every year, startups are coming, encouragement from the people is there. So this is a key thing you guys need to watch out. India is encouraging, government is encouraging, parents are encouraging. The environment today is really in your world. That's why this entrepreneurship course for 6th to 12th class will become a stepping stone. I am not trying to create a brand for Metamorphosis or doing a marketing. We felt this is the right time, students need to learn. So when you observe at early stage, when you're going to the later stage, it becomes your life easier. And we see by the time you guys become adult and trying to start your startup, the competition will be very, very heavy. So starting early, you will become more and more stronger. Okay. And
Yes.
so these are the final things. Just before I go to question and answer, the few things which I discussed is, I discussed about Phanesh Murthy, the 50 lapses of swimming. Second is how Lord Hanuman went through in search of Sita. Then I discussed about what HA looks at, Hyderabad Angels when they look at startup, solving a real problem, having large customer base, perennial, technology, first mover advantage. And you guys, when you're starting your company, have a vision statement. When I said Hanuman or Phanesh, it is a vision statement, and do the problem and search for that problem or a business. Do your market research using Google search and decide. Once you decide your business model, sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP and private limited company. I told you children below 18 years of age are not allowed to enter into any contract. That's why they can't start a company, but they can start a company using his father or a mother as a guardian. You can do it. Picking the right team, designing your brand and a logo, creating a website, and moving ahead with your startup is important. I hope I covered everything. I'm open for any question and answers for any person. Pawan, go ahead.
Yes, Ratnagar, thank you. Thank you so much for your insights. I think, wonderful pointers that you have given to all the students here. So already there are a lot of questions popping up. So one question we have got from our Metamorphosis School of Entrepreneurship student, Sadhana Sriram. She asked if at all she wants to develop an app, could my key partner be my co-founder who will be my app developer? So she's asking if at all she can onboard any partners as a co-founder because she is not into coding or she cannot develop the app. If so, what all we need to look into the co-founder while you are actually choosing a co-founder. Look at.
See, when you're looking into co-founders, you need to look two things. See, you have the business acumen, and the other person has a technology acumen, and third person has a sales acumen. So you can choose a person who has a technology acumen. You can make him as a co-founder into your system. But before you choose whether it is a sales or a technology, please look for right-minded people. The like-minded people are the people which will make you successful. That is very, very important. How do you choose your like-minded people? Is your friends. How do you choose your friends? When you get new in college, your friends because you like each other. Not everybody in the class of 60, all 60 will respond to you, but only 3, 4, 5 people will regularly meet every day. They discuss about their problems, they move ahead, and they understand each other. Even if you're getting angry, he understand why you got angry. If you're getting sad, he understand why you're getting sad. So identify the like-minded people is important and make him a co-founder. But he should have a diverse field which will help you to grow your business. In your case, Sadhana, if your co-founder is your friend, he can develop your app. You can take him as your partner and a co-founder into your startup.
Thanks, Ratnakar. And one question from Soma Shankara. He asked, is there any format to present the idea or solution with operational model? Any suggestions in presenting the ideas?
See, currently for presenting ideas, so people like Metamorphosis, there are a lot of incubators government has set up. I think Tinkering Labs, ASC Tinkering Labs, which has also came, Atelier Tinkering Labs, which has been set up in the school. They have been set up there for school children to come and look at their ideas and get all the required resources to do what they wanted to do. And incubators in Hyderabad itself, there are more than 28 incubators. These incubators are the people who identify an idea. They'll give you whether your idea will work, your idea will not work. If your idea will work, you need certain resources. They are there to help you. You can reach out to them. You can reach out to them. And finally, I always say your parents, your family, friends, and the people who are your, I think, teachers, or the people who are known, you can go and present to them. Everybody is ready to listen today. I've not seen anybody saying, no, I will not listen to your idea. Please go and check with 3-4 people. If they are thumbs up from 2-3 people, majority of them, please go ahead and execute your idea today. But not at angel networks or VC networks. The angel and VC networks, they have a different objective. So that's why they will not be able to entertain every idea and every concept.
Yes. And Vaishnavi Mahadev has asked, any key learnings from startups that have failed? Are there any common patterns?
See, the startups failures, I will give you an examples. For example, we have a company called Realbox in Hyderabad Angels. He came with an idea that he wanted to create dashboards for restaurants, for PVR movies, for various businesses who are in apparel business. When he came in 2012, at the time, creating a dashboard, not many companies are there. But what happened is, later, every software which is coming, where people are entering their billing system or they're entering their accounting system, it is automatically giving the dashboards, because of which this company got killed. The second example is what we've seen is we have another company called Online Prasad. What this guy has done is, who are sitting anywhere in the world, they wanted to send money. For example, you wanted to go to Shirdi, and Shirdi, you wanted to have your name to be read and puja to be done. And after puja is done, you want Prasad to come back to your home. This guy started that service. When they started, a lot of people appreciated, invested into that company. But over a period of 3-4 years, I think you guys know, Tirupati has their own website. Every temple has their own website. Now you can go and buy puja tickets online. You can do your own puja, and temple itself is sending the material back to us. So over a period of time, that business also got killed. So when you look into the futuristic, these are the businesses which got killed because initially it is a problem, but later it has become very common because of the technology. I hope you guys got the answer for it, because it may be a problem, but later it has become very common. Everybody started using it, got killed.
Oh, all right. All right.
Right.
So I have one question from Mania here, again, our student of Metamorphosis School of Entrepreneurship. She asked, what if you find out that an existing company has the name of your company? Is trademark the only option?
Yeah, trademark is only option. What I can tell you is my experience in my previous company. So I worked in Prolifix as a finance head, and Prolifix as a trademark never got registered. Surprisingly, what happened is when we started Prolifix in 2007, in the same year, somebody has registered a trademark called Prolifix with the same logo. Okay, it was a big surprise for all of us because we went for trademark registration in 2012. And trademark register said, sir, already Prolifix name has been registered. Somebody is holding from 2007 onwards. My boss, everybody got surprised. But one of the key thing which was there in trademark link is, they said if the turnover, because the trademark reach is larger than the person who got registered. So whatever the person who registered Prolifix trademark, he never generated any revenue over a period of 5 years. When we gone and checked into ROC, when we checked into income tax filing situation. But by the time we were in the market, we were doing almost 800 crores of turnover with 500 odd customers reach out to around 5 countries. So trademark registry went and published our trademark and removed his trademark from the trademark registry because they said a trademark got registered by unknown, but he has not used the trademark and making other person who has built the brand is losing out on this topic. They removed him. But this trademark registration took 3 years. We got only in 2015 the trademark back to us. So it is possible only when your brand turnover has reached much more larger. If your turnover is not done, sir, my trademark is known to hundreds of people, you need to prove. And trademark registry said it is only the turnover criteria and how is the reach is what they look at giving the trademark. So we were able to contest, win it over a period of 3 years. That we can do it. But if he's doing a good turnover, he also have a reach, we also have a reach, then he will have all the same. So for a period of 10 years, he will enjoy. After 10 years, he has a right to renew for another 10 years. After 20 years, the trademark will also lose its share.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Ratnakar, I mean, we have few working individuals as well. What your message to them if at all they want to switch their career from as a working individual to become an entrepreneur? So, you advise them something on the things, or you want them to continue their career and then start this as a side thing, and if it's working, you want them to switch then. What is your message to all the working professionals who want to become an entrepreneur?
So we have seen, Pawan, actually, many of the startups which came to HA, what the working professionals have done is, they were, for example, 4 friends have joined. 4 friends on Saturday, Sunday ideated idea, they did their market research, they came to a conclusion this idea will come. But at the end of the day, the resource is needed. The resource is money, resource is time. So out of 4 friends, 1 friend chosen to resign from his job and he has become 100% into the company. Other 3 friends were supporting him in terms of money, market bandwidth. They're also spending time after their office hours. As each step the company is progressing, all the 4 have resigned. Once I think they got the initial funding. We've seen most of the working professionals has done this activity.
Okay.
Because I never seen a working professional on his individual coming out and starting anything else. We have seen another batch of working professionals who are CXOs, CIOs, CEOs of the company. After reaching a pinnacle, they came out and started their own company actually. For them, the resource of time and money is available, so we have not seen any botheration.
Yeah.
Okay, he can choose. But what I recommend is, because being working professional, most of them are non-risky. We never risked in our life. And coming out of the job and trying to start up, this initial startup to raise funds typically take two years minimum. 2 years minimum. Very few people are lucky to get funding in 6 months, but a lot of people never got funding within 2 years.
Yeah.
So please be ready that you have 2 years of resources in hand to run your home and run your startup. Then only get to venture into the scenario.
Yes. So, but do you think that there is some inclination from the companies itself to help these kind of working professionals to incubate the ideas? Do you think the trend is going to come up where the companies are themselves, they are planning to help this?
Currently, only large companies are doing, Pawan, either like GE or Cisco or Samsung or Microsoft. They are only helping their employees who are coming out of the professional. They are providing resources. They are providing resources. They are providing money, but they're not giving salary. He's on his own. But they have that arm to get in. And if they are successful, they are also investing into these companies actually.
Oh, all right. All right. And there is one question from Vinod George saying that any idea about registering a venture like government approved ventures? So I didn't, anything on the government approved ventures?
No. Anybody who wanted to start a venture capital, they need to register with SEBI as an alternative fund. And minimum investment criteria is 10 crores. And to get approval, you need to spend and license fee all put together, it will come to 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs. So there is a lot of regulatory approvals are needed. Once that is done only, you will be able to get into venture capital mode. That is the reason, as an alternative, these angel networks have formed. Not many will have money to put 10 crores and start its own venture.
Yeah.
So they said through angel groups, they invest in startups. So we also become one of the pipeline for investments.
Yes. Okay. So we
Either
have.
government approval is SEBI approval. Praveen, sorry, Pawan. The government approval is SEBI approval is needed.
Okay. Okay. So one interesting question from Arjun Vijanarayan asked, Sir, during the Corona crisis, some startups have certainly been hit. Considering this, has any of these essentials that you have discussed changed or evolved? If yes, what are the other essentials?
Yeah, I thought of discussing about Corona, but I thought because I'm addressing to students, why I need to trouble them. Some of the industries, we clearly said it will not flourish for next 12 to 18 months. And they are seeing a big shift. We really don't know what kind of shift they are going to bring to the industry. You guys need to tell how many will travel in metros, how many travel in buses. Today, how many will be able to travel to US? It's a question. A lot of people are not willing to travel, actually. So the travel, retail, transportation, everything, manufacturing, everything took for a toss. So we are clearly saying no to this industry. The overall concept remains the same, but there are certain industries. Now coming back to COVID, the concept has not been changed. The industries under which investments are going to change has been changed. Today for Hyderabad Angels or for any startup investment firm, the priority has been edtech like Pawan, which is doing, health tech, which is related to health, because of COVID, health has become very important. And physical fitness tech, agri-tech is one. Agriculture has become more and more important from the essential services point of view. Logistics is one thing which is also becoming more and more important for us. And low touch. Low touch is where physically we don't touch anything, we operate through technology. These are the companies are flourishing well. So we are looking for edtech, health tech, agri-tech, logistics, edtech, and fintech. These are the companies which we are focusing now in the sectors. Other sectors are clearly no until unless they have a unique proposition and it has a large customer base, it has become the need of them.
Yes. So, okay, we have a question from Swati Valamnani. She asked, is partnering with companies better or is it better to develop on our own?
Depends upon company to company. I will not be able to do. Developing on your own is a priority. Partnering with other companies, it is the need of the problem what you are trying to solve. For example, in Hyderabad, we have a startup called Banyan Nation, which deals with HDPE plastic waste. So they're collecting HDPE plastic waste, they are recycling it and selling back to the companies which need this HDPE plastic. For their business, they need partner. For other business, you don't need a partner. It depends upon case to case. How do you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We have a question from Srinivas Mantha. He's also one of our advisors. He's asking, how does government deal with companies formed in tax havens like BVI, British Virgin Islands, and also tax benefits in India for startups?
How does government deal with companies formed? See, government has no rules, sir. Anywhere the company can be there and we can get investments. They are not even bothered. As long as the transactions happening with these companies or startups which are in these geographies are not deviating any legal requirements.
Yeah.
Okay. Tax benefits for startups is very little. They said companies which have turnover up to 100 crores, having a unique idea, approved by income tax department. They call it a Department of Industrial Promotion Board with the approval of Commission of Income Tax in India. They can avail 3 years of tax holiday on the profits. That is what the benefit they are giving it to startups as of today. Beyond which we have not seen any benefits, and most 99% of the startups are in losses and burning cash. So tax benefit for say they have not seen any break in it. GST is applicable, PF is applicable, ESI applicable, no exemptions.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Srinivas Mantakar, we can have a discussion offline. Once this call is over, you have further doubts, we can have a discussion.
sure. Thanks, Ratnakar. We have a question from Vedant about how do we build revenues? So, is there anything that we need to consider while we are starting to build revenues, or any tips on the revenue streams that we
So building revenue, it is a model what you choose, whether it is a B2B or it is a B2C. That is point number one, and your price point. So I think the price point is very important. For example, we have a startup in Hyderabad called Rice Ball. Their success has came because their price, the founder has thought, I'll keep a rice ball which is less than 100 rupees. So he targeted 95 rupees to 199 rupees. I think Bata used the same point, but his rice ball was between 95 to 99. It has become super hit over a period of time. Prior to rice ball, many people tried. They came with a price point of 129 rupees, 199 rupees, and it has become a premium. But when somebody came with 95 to 99 with some unique flavor, with the right kind of quantity, they become successful. I think Pawan to say they did a turnover of, in first year they did a turnover of 72 lakhs. Second year the turnover went to 5, and third year it crossed more than 10 crores. They've grown really big because of the price point, being a B2C company. So you need to choose what kind of customers you're choosing, what is important to them actually.
Yeah. So Rihan has an idea here. He wanted to pitch your idea, but I know there are a lot of ideas that people wants to pitch, but Rihan has been trying to push his idea for a long time. I'll try to. Rihan, you can speak. I mean, you can, instead of me talking about your idea, you can quickly.
Pawan, I seen he is speaking about trouble tracker and eligible idea.
Yes.
Ever heard the term global warming? Have the glaciers melting?
Yes.
So Rihan, IISc, Indian Institute of Sciences, I hope you know from Bangalore, and ISRO, you know about ISRO in India. They have many startups in this space. And there are few companies in US who are looking into real satellite imaging and bringing these things, what you have written, this idea is already there. And Scient is previously Infotech. Scient is also buying a lot of satellite images in this area and giving data actually. So this is already there, but because satellite images are very expensive, many people are able to venture into this business idea, Rehan. But idea is good, but who are the people who can buy that particular data, and who are the consumers you need to identify? Most of the consumers are government and few companies which has a need of that particular information. Otherwise, it is not a great outlook for the general public. Think about it, idea is good, but cost of doing that idea is very expensive.
Yes. Thanks, Ratnakar.
As long as you can apply for ISRO startup launch is there, and they also have a children related power. I think you can get connected with ISRO and some of the students.
Yes, we are going to connect Rihan to them. And one last question that I'm going to take, I'm going to merge both the questions of Tejasvi and also Som Shankar. So they asked a simple question. They said, how to deal with idea theft? When we discuss with many investors or many bigger companies, can do it faster with the idea that you are planning to do.
So if you have a unique idea and nobody has copied it till date, even Pavan, we were telling, there is an act in India called Trade Secret Act.
Okay.
You need to get registered, and if anybody is any of the person who is thefting your idea, you can get protected. The problem with Trade Secret Act is they are also confused which area is good to get trade secret, which area is not good to get secret. So that is the reason we need to take a little bit lawyer's help and take an approval. Again, it is a costly affair and time-consuming one. But once you get it, I think you are get protected. Actually, you can do that. And second thing is patenting is there. Any of your process ideas can be patented. There is a copyright act for movie artists, other people they get with a unique idea. Trademarks, a lot of people are aware. So there IP, for IP protection, there are many things which have came into being. Even biryani, Paradise Biryani is a geographically protected biryani, that is. They have that idea, nobody can copy it here. So there are different ways you can protect your idea as long as it is not unique and it is not general and it is not affecting the general public or a government in serving the people.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's the end of our Q&A. Thank you so much, Ratnakar. Thank you so much for your insights. I think we went too much deep into the concepts. I think this is what the students have been waiting for, especially in the funding and how to incorporate the company. And you have showed us real-time insights on how the companies are outside. And you have given so many perspectives. You have given investor perspective. You have given, as a startup perspective, you have given so many perceptions today. I think there is a lot to carry back, but whatever you've been saying on the 5 major points that we need to take back is something that is the key learning today. And we will definitely be focusing on the vision and also the market size and also the team is something that we are going to, focus so that, we can come up with successful ventures. I think, guys, I mean, the session is pretty good, and you will be getting recorded session also. People who have missed the session in the beginning, you will be getting the recorded session. And the next Saturday, we have the speaker, Mr. Sohail Vadgaonkar, who's been one of the founding members. I mean, who's been there since the inception of Urban Clap or Urban Company, and currently is serving as talent acquisition and HR business partnering at Urban Company. He is going to talk about team building and management the entrepreneurial way. In an entrepreneurial way, how to manage your teams and how to build the teams is something Sohail is going to talk. And he's also a startup specialist. He's been there with Urban Company for the past 7.5 years. And you all know how big Urban Clap or Urban Company is currently. And the session is going to be interesting like this week. And we'll all look forward. And one more update from Metamorphosis that we all have is, guys, so the phase 2 deadlines are approaching for the Metamorphosis School of Entrepreneurship. The admissions are already open, and the last day for the second phase of the deadlines are 27th of June, which is next Saturday. So if at all you haven't registered yet, you can go to our website www.metamorphosisedu.com and start registering for the program. And people who have registered, keep continuing with the sessions. And I wish you all very good luck. And I wish you all to have a happy weekend. And see you soon in the next session, the next episode. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ratnakar. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all.